Hey there, it's Ryan today, and welcome to another Excel sheet by DAVAN.group. Today I'm going to be going over our FBA fees sheet. Now this one is one of my personal favorites, and it's become increasingly important lately because, as you might have heard, or maybe you didn't, Amazon actually increased several of their fees on January 18th, 2022. So you might have noticed that several of your FBA fulfillment fees have gone up recently. So this sheet will show you exactly what to expect. This sheet is also great for reducing your unit dimensions on future orders to see how you can save on fulfillment fees moving on. So let's dive right in. As always on our sheets, any cells that are in blue, you can edit. So I'm going to start first by typing in the product or the SKU name. Let's imagine we're selling a phone case. I'm then going to go ahead and enter the unit dimensions. Now there's a drop-down menu here that you can enter the unit dimensions in either inches or centimeters. I'm going to stick with inches for this one. And let's say it has a length of 7.2, a width of 3.8, and a height of 0.79 inches. Now, the order you enter in does not matter. The calculations will still work. So don't worry about what is actually the height or the width. Just put in the 3 dimensions here in any order. Now the final thing to put in is the unit weight. This is an iPhone case. It's quite light, so I'm actually not going to enter pounds. I'm going to select from the drop-down menu here, and I'm going to select ounces. This phone case weighs 1.44 ounces. I hit enter, and already we can see our product sized here. So this is a large standard size product and has an FBA fulfillment fee of 3.54. There, it's that easy. I've just entered in 4 numbers, and already it's told me my size tier and my fulfillment fee. Now, if this was your product, you'll notice that this has probably gone up because, as I mentioned, as of the 18th of January, these fees are now more expensive. What this sheet will also show you are your monthly inventory storage fees. So we break this down on a per unit basis or a per 100 unit basis because sometimes that is more easy to understand. And we also break it down by the time of year. As you know, January through September have their own monthly inventory storage fees, and October through December, so Q4, have elevated storage fees. So look at this unit, we can expect to pay $1.04 of storage per 100 units every month, or in Q4, $3 for every 100 units of monthly storage in those in October through December. So this is just helping to plan your cash flow and looking forward. The final part of the sheet deals with product settings. So if you sell an apparel good, a dangerous good, if your product contains a lithium battery, or a 42-inch screen, then you'll have additional fees added to your fulfillment fee. So if one of these applies to your product, just select here from the drop-down menu and select yes. We've also included some definition for each of the products, each of the product settings, so you have a better idea of what's included. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reset this. And let's pretend we're selling a different product. Let's clear everything. And let's type in the dimensions for an office chair. Now, instead of entering in inches, I'm going to enter the dimensions in centimeters just to show you how this works. So we'll do, say, 57 centimeters by 27 by 56. And for the weight, because it's a bit heavier, and because I like the metric system today, I'm going to type in kilograms. So let's do 10.2 kilograms for this chair. Great, so we can see that the product size tier here is small oversize. So you are in the oversize category, so be aware of that. And your FBA fulfillment fee will be $23 per unit. And you can see here your associated monthly inventory storage fees for this chair. So I'll show one more example here, an apparel product. So let's pretend we're selling a bathrobe. I'll clear the previous units and dimensions. Let's say the bathrobe is 14.4 by 5.6 by 5.2. And this is going to be in inches. Finally, it has a weight of 2.4 pounds. So I'll select pounds from the drop-down menu here. Great, so we can see that this product is large standard size and will have an FBA fulfillment fee of $6.43. However, I've forgotten to check the apparel. So let's see what happens when I select yes. The fulfillment fee goes from $6.43 up to $6.98. Now, what I love using this sheet for is to optimize your unit dimensions. This is important when talking to your supplier to determine how large your packaging is going to be. And the slightest difference, we're talking the tenths of an inch, can make a huge difference to your fulfillment fees. So let's look at an example here. Let's imagine we have a bathrobe. This is an apparel product. It is plush, and so it can be squeezed down a little bit. Let's assume instead of a height of 5.2, we shave 1/10 of an inch off and get this down to just 5.1. Now, when I hit enter, notice what's going to happen to the FBA fulfillment fee here. We just saved 48 cents from shaving 1/10 of an inch off the height of this product. So this would be important knowledge for you to have when you go back to your supplier to place a reorder and say, look, we need to get the height down by a fraction of an inch. How can we do this? Because this is going to save us 48 cents on every unit we sell. Finally, there are a few notes down here. So if products are sold as a set, then please consider the weight and the dimensions of the combined total of all the items in the set packaged together. And finally, if you're eligible for Amazon's Small and Light program, that is, if your product measures less than 18 by 14 by 8 inches, weighs 3 pounds or less, and is priced at $8 or less, then please look into the Small and Light program on its own. This sheet does not take those FBA fulfillment fees into consideration. And that's it. Very simple sheet, but one of my favorites to play around with those unit dimensions to see how much we can save just with a fraction of an inch. So I hope you enjoyed this sheet. I hope you enjoy playing around with it, and we'll see you next time.